Welcome to the Safely Controlled Podcast, the show where we think we know what we're talking about, but we're still deeply confused.
That's right, those mysterious, spooky, and sometimes downright ridiculous anomalies that the SCP Foundation works so hard to keep under control.
How do they control them? Why do they control them? Honestly, we're still figuring that out. But hey, we got dice, and that's all we need to choose which SCP we're probably going to mispronounce today.
From homicidal rubber ducks to existentially horrifying vending machines, we're here to explain them to you. Mostly.
So buckle up and suspend your disbelief, and prepare to be entertained by two people pretending they know what's going on. Alright, so I did promise you...
Promise?
Well, I said earlier about shit in my phone.
Yeah.
For context, normally we would have recorded this like a couple of days ago, but we pushed it to a later. It's a Friday.
Are you telling the audiences?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm telling you because I'm narrating your life for you. Yeah, so we're doing this on a later date. It's a Friday afternoon. No coffee. There's no coffee, but there will be talking.
No, we'll be talking.
Lots of talking. But earlier...
Diet Coke has caffeine in it.
Yeah, we were talking about a bunch of shit because we were just working and didn't want to like take away from this conversation. But I guess this would have like something to do that we can go back to like a previous episode because not too long ago I was talking to you about like different documentaries.
Mm-hmm. And you did see Liver King.
Yeah, I watched the Liver King one, and yeah, I would like to say that he was strange, but the content that he was making, I mean, obviously, like he was, proved like a liar or whatever, and he was asked, was straight up asked at the end of that, like, were you manipulating people? And he was like, yeah, totally.
Yeah, I mean, he just gave into it. I mean, gotta give him cred for manning up.
And then, like, his family is heavily involved in the entire documentary.
Yeah.
And I look at them, especially, like, his sons. Like, the older one didn't seem like he necessarily cared for, like, any of it. But the younger one scared the shit out of me.
Well, because they're around it all the time. You know what I mean? So they're the way I perceived it.
I don't think they were uncomfortable with their lifestyle, especially his wife seemed like she was on board with anything that he wanted to do or say. Like, she was like, I don't know. It was a little like, it didn't seem staged or anything like that. It just seemed like they were just strange people.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the same vibe.
They were completely content living the way that they were living. But the younger kid just seemed like he was like irritated. And it wasn't about like anything about his life. I think it might have just been like the cameras in the show, like that they were asked to be put on.
Yeah, yeah.
Because producers of documentaries and shit were like, they'll give you some pointers, like, we're gonna shoot you doing this and act this way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, it's tough to tell, but I get so sucked into documentaries. It's like the fact that it's not a movie or a scripted series or anything like that. Like, documentaries, and that's why I kind of like try not to watch documentaries, because on two sides it's always really one-sided about something. So I don't want like subconsciously other people's opinions to affect my beliefs in a way. I don't know, that's why I kind of stay away from documentaries, because I get too emotionally attached to the subject and then I research it. I don't have ADHD, but I tested for it, but I don't know. I could swear I have it, because I will just like look up stuff and just fall down a rabbit hole if I start watching certain documentaries. And I stop myself from falling down the steroid rabbit hole. I was ready to start looking up all this stuff and like reading about it, and like I stopped myself. I didn't do it
because you're afraid of just losing the time.
Because I'm not proud of myself for like getting like hyper focused on one topic. So I'm like trying to do, like, it's easier to do the older you are as compared to like to try to ignore something in your 20s. You know what I mean? You just get more mature, or you get more tired. I don't know what the hell it is, but nonetheless, I did get caught into watching that documentary. I don't know what got me to it. Some great advertising on Netflix, whatever the little trailer is, and
all the Untold documentaries is like on Netflix. It's like labeled Untold, and then whatever it is. The latest one they made, and I watched this one too, is about Brett Favre.
Oh, okay.
And like he was kind of a piece of shit, in his later years, like after he stopped playing football, was about all of that. Like he did a lot of like welfare fraud type shit.
Oh, yeah. You know what? He was in the news.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about now. Yeah. I know. Oh, and that was about that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's fun to fall down rabbit holes sometimes, but sometimes it's really not.
And I think I mentioned this before. Like the only one that I was honestly looking forward to would be there's coming up, or it already came out, but it was the one for Dale Earnhardt Sr.
I think it's out. I think my mother-in-law watched it.
I kind of really want to watch it though. I was actually looking that up too. Imagine being the I don't know if you know anything about NASCAR people, but does the name Waltrip ring a bell?
Yeah, Daryl
Waltrip
Okay.
and Michael Waltrip. They were brothers.
Okay.
Well, I mean, they are brothers.
Are they alive?
I would say, I would say Daryl Waltrip's still alive. So that crash, that race, that Daytona 500,
where Earnhardt died?
yeah, Michael Waltrip won that race.
Okay.
And Daryl Waltrip was commentating on the race.
Oh wow.
And there's that clip of like the crash happening.
Yeah.
Him being so ecstatically happy for his brother, and he's crying for him. And
But
he's
he
like,
didn't know.
he said like, "Oh, my daddy would be so happy right now." And then he turns and looks and over to the crash, and he goes, "I sure hope Dale's okay."
Well, of course.
Nobody. I just imagine that moment going from holy shit,
Elation.
he did it, my brother did it,
Yeah.
he won the Daytona 500 to
Yeah.
I just lost one of my best friends.
Well, they didn't know right away.
No, they didn't. No, it took like an hour or so.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm sure they said it was instantaneous when he died.
TV does NASCAR no justice whatsoever for the angles of those roads.
Oh, yeah. It's more because they're not focusing on the angles. The cameras
Right.
are always high. If the
Right.
cameras were low, you'd see the angles a lot
Yeah,
more.
they are like steep hills that they're driving,
absolutely.
hundreds of miles an hour.
Yeah.
But he went straight up into a wall,
Yeah, it wasn't.
Yeah.
It was.
which kicked him straight forward.
Yeah,
That's like that was tragic.
it was.
I watched that live.
You saw it live.
Yeah, because that was one of the points where me and my brother were like back and forth watching stuff, and he was
Okay.
rooting for. He was a Dale fan.
Okay.
And then Junior was in that race. Junior finished second.
Oh wow! I didn't know Junior was in the same race where his dad died.
Mm-hmm. They were all like.
Well, he retired too now. Junior, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay.
I actually have no fucking idea.
No,
I always see
think
they're
so.
doing NASCAR on Prime.
Yeah.
Now, and
Yeah.
I see the ads. It's Junior and
Wait,
Jeff
they're
Gordon.
doing wrestling and NASCAR on? No.
that's- Peacock is wrestling
I thought it was Netflix.
and Netflix.
Oh, both.
Monday Night Raw is on Netflix only, and then all the premium events. That's thunder or a fucking vehicle?
It sounds like someone's bringing their garbage
think-
can back.
Somebody. Yeah, that's
Am I
exactly
right?
what that was.
Okay. Anyway.
Or is it something like dragging?
Yeah. Earnhardt,
Yeah, I think we were past that part.
son,
Yeah.
Junior.
Mm-hmm. That's that same thing.
What do you mean, same thing?
Junior son junior,
Yeah.
same thing kind of. Anyway.
Anyway, yeah.
Fucking get off with that anyway. Good segue.
I guess, if you say so.
So the other thing that I have here.
Oh
right
yeah,
now,
your little
just
list.
if we want to keep going with some dumb shit real quick,
Sure.
you could pick one of these.
Me?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll use a keyword and then
How many options do I get?
3.
Okay.
You can either do farewells, you can do the state of Maine, or you can do checkout. Which one do you want?
Farewells, the state of Maine, or checkout?
Right.
Checkout.
All right. So the other day I thought to myself that, no, we're going to do this a different way.
Okay.
What is your opinion on a self-checkout?
I like it sometimes, and I hate it other times.
If you were in a store where self-checkout is like an option, but somebody is standing at a register, where do you go?
Depends on the store. Like, I will never use the self-checkouts at Walmart. Ever. They're horrible.
Oh, yeah. Plus, they just have somebody standing there anyway,
Right.
like watching you,
Yeah.
making sure you don't steal
But-
stuff. Like, why don't you just ring me up?
Throw me in an Aldi's, I will go to self-checkout every single time.
That's where I was when I was like, I had this idea though. But me personally, for whatever reason, I hate self checkouts.
Yeah.
I hate doing it, and then they always fuck it up, or I at least fuck. I don't know. It's the stupid
The
technology.
stupid things are too loud. Like, I know older people can't. I get it, the elderly. I understand, but I mean, the shitty thing about me, not shitty thing, but like out of all the senses, I think my hearing's probably the best. And it's just stuff is so. Plus my headaches. Stuff is so loud.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So that's another reason why I avoid it, because the Shop and Save right down the road,
Mm-hmm.
super loud at the self checkout. So I did go there usually, but now I've been going over to the short lines.
Mm-hmm. Now, like, I will always go to the human being that is there to work, like, instead of going to the machine that I'm going to necessarily screw up.
No,
I would say that the certain stores, yes.
Yeah.
Like, we have Sheets around us. If I go to Sheets,
I'll do self checkout.
I use the self checkout.
Yeah.
Normally, if I'm not getting my nicotine product,
Yeah, you're getting food.
You have or a drink or whatever.
Yeah,
scan
yeah.
my card or whatever. There you go. Done.
Oh yeah, they got like 12 Slurpee machines in there, like 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 their own brand of like Slurpee. Yeah.
I've never had anything other than like cooler drinks or alcohol.
Oh, you got to try their slushies. I mean, non-alcoholic, but they're good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They're like
Do they have alcoholic slushies? Everybody
certain
does.
Place does. Certain places do. I don't know. They sell wine there. No, this is the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania.
They sell whatever wine that they can sell there, but then they also have like malt liquor or whatever.
Yeah.
It's not like they'll sell like the little bottles of Fireball, but it's not cinnamon whiskey. It's
malt liquor based. It's like a different formula.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, because they're not allowed to sell over a certain
percentage of ethyl alcohol.
Right.
Huh. Wow. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
So fuck self checkouts, like in my opinion.
So you're completely nay on the self checkouts?
Yeah, I think that if I use one, I should get an employee discount.
Oh, okay.
Then I would be all for it. It's like an inconvenience that we would have to do it. So like, here's a little bit. Here's like 10% off of your purchase.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. No.
I don't know. They're not going to do that because they'd rather I don't know if they'd do that or not. That's a good question.
Imagine if people stopped work or like just. I mean,
it's not a hard thing to self check out yourself.
I didn't say it was a hard thing.
It's just an annoying thing.
Yeah, I think it's. I could see the convenience, but to me, like I said, if there's two options, I'm taking the person.
Oh, because you're trying to help the demand for actual people doing things. Yeah, no, I get it.
Like I know people that would go to like. Some people that would never eat at a chain restaurant because they
like a Fridays
or an Olive Garden. They would much rather go to like a local restaurant.
Oh yeah,
and support our local business.
Sure.
Than give it into corporate.
Yeah.
That I could. That doesn't matter to me.
It's just so hard in a capitalistic society.
People work where they work, so it's like you have to make money no matter where you're at. I guess.
Right. I mean, I guess the point is. Do you want to give the business to a national chain that makes money hand over fist, or
your neighbor,
that has a little taco stand down the street?
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, and plus mom and pop shops tend to, have like.
But that's the problem with a capitalistic society. You're always going to have. How can There's always it's more efficient to be a big box store. You can buy in volume. You can sell cheaper. I get it. I'm not saying it's right.
Yeah.
At all. But I understand why it is the way it is now and why things have changed so much over the past 20, 30 years. Because it's just evident. It's just everything's a money grab. But now we're getting political.
Here's a stupid question. I don't know why this popped into my head.
Yeah.
And sorry if I offend you.
Me?
What was it like when Costco first opened?
What do you mean, what was it like?
Yeah. Do you like was it like
the same way it is now?
But when people were able to buy shit in bulk, like the first time that was like an option. When did Costco open?
Oh, you mean like when they founded?
Yeah, because I feel like that was a long time ago, in like the 70s, 80s, or some shit like that.
Yeah, they're out of Kirkland, Washington.
Right. I'm saying like that type of difference between like the option, I guess.
Yeah.
Where there's local supermarkets.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Or go to this gigantic place and buy a shitload of bulked items at a discounted price. Is it discounted?
It is, because it's when you do the math, you save money. because you're buying a lot of the stuff.
Mm-hmm. I don't go there often. We also have Sam's Club. I don't go there often either.
Yeah, well, you have to have a membership
Right.
for both.
Right.
Unless you know
I mean,
someone.
I know people.
Wink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't take that option very often. Plus, like you've mentioned, Aldi. That's
That's my
a cheap
favorite
fucking option.
It is, but there's things
Sometimes.
See, that's the thing. It's like I am not a name brand guy. I'll eat whatever.
Right.
But certain members of my family are. So I have to stop at the local Shop and Safe to get certain things. Even though I go shopping at Aldi. But I get it.
They stopped selling Coke products at Aldi.
Oh,
I don't know if you noticed that.
No, I was just there. I saw Diet Coke and regular Coke there.
You saw Pepsi.
No?
They sell, like, I swear they just switched a deal between Coke and Pepsi.
They might have. I mean, I think they get whatever they can get the cheapest. I don't think they actually have like a contract.
That's interesting.
Because I've seen all kinds of brands in there.
But she was literally going from one store to another, and she kept passing up Diet Pepsi. I was like, you could just get the Pepsi.
Yeah. Oh, you don't care?
No.
Oh, okay.
I mean, like, I'd prefer a Diet Coke for sure.
Yeah.
I prefer Coke over everything.
Yeah, because I don't like Pepsi.
Like, at all.
It's just too sweet for me.
Cherry Pepsi is 10 times better than cherry Coke.
No, I've had both.
Fuck off.
I'm telling you. I like Diet Coke better.
I like Diet Coke better than Diet Pepsi. I like Coke better than Pepsi. I like cherry Pepsi better than cherry Coke.
What's your favorite diet?
Coke.
No, see, for me, it's Dr. Pepper.
Diet Dr. Pepper?
So good. You ever try it?
No, I probably should.
It's one of the best.
I mean, I love DP.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you dude, you'll be thanking me once you try it. I'm telling you right now.
We should get some DP.
No.
Say it differently?
I know exactly what you fucking mean. No. Fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out of here. All right. Speaking of DP, here we are.
There
SCP.
we go.
All
That's
right,
nice.
never mind.
Talk about a segue.
There you go. 8625. Why do I feel like that's too high?
I don't.
That's not the right one.
Nope. That is.
This is why.
Access denied.
That's why I meant it was too high.
Oh.
We've rolled high.
We'll do 625. Just take the 8 out.
Okay. Okay. So you don't want me to use the first number? Just do 625.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or 862.
All right. Hold on. Let's see what 625 is first.
I mean, I'm just picking a random number.
I like it. No, I like it. We
Unless
did
you
roll
want-
those numbers technically.
Yeah.
625 is Anklebiters.
Oh, come on. The name like that, we got to try it.
What was the other number though?
862.
Okay, so let's see what 862 is.
I mean, we could keep going. I mean, there must
Hold
be
on.
like 30
Hold on.
things.
I like to see. We'll do all combinations of these three numbers.
Or if they're both short, we could do both.
You got a point, yeah. Where was it? Where was it?
86625. Ankle biters. Rats. Ankle biters and rats.
I hope it's like the same thing.
Watch.
A rat's an ankle biter.
Well, I mean, technically. Oh, dude, did you see the object class on that motherfucker?
I did.
What the fuck was that?
Rather short one, actually.
Whatever. Let's do it.
But what do we got here?
I don't know.
A couple of different links.
Rodents. Fucking rodents in this one, too.
Huh.
What's the chances of picking two rodent SCPs?
From the same number sequence, like we did 8625, right? Was our original roll that access denied.
What the fuck?
So we went 862, which is rats. Sure. So this is going to be very similar. That is fucking weird that we did that.
Well, click on rats. How long is that one? That is weird, dude. Does this, when people always say the same numbers and stuff, should like we go and buy a rat today?
We should fucking play those goddamn lottery numbers.
Yeah.
Play 862 and 625. Oh, we never get safe SCPs.
No, we don't. But it's cute.
It's a rat.
It's a ceramic rat.
Uh-huh.
Let's do them. They're both short.
Yeah, they are both very short.
You want me to read first?
Yep.
All right. So item number SCP-625. This one's called Ankle Biters. Special containment procedures. All specimens of SCP-625 are to be contained within a 5 meter by 5 meter by 7 meter room constructed of reinforced concrete at Site 19, Wing 8. The door to this room is located approximately 5 meters from the floor and opens to a balcony with a railing. Use of the installed platform elevator system is required to access SCP-625 specimens. The following features are also present in an SCP-625 cell. Point 1. 5 high-powered ceiling-mounted flood lamps. These are to remain off except when personnel are present in the containment chamber. in which case they will remain active until all personnel have exited the cell. Point 2. 4 ceiling-mounted security cameras. The feed from these cameras is monitored for unusual activity by personnel at Security Station A5. And lastly, 1 device is designed to emit randomized ultrasonic noise when active. This is to be activated only during security breaches or if a security breach is deemed imminent. Identical devices are installed in the remainder of Wing 8 for the same purpose. 17 specimens of SCP-625 are currently in containment. More are believed to exist in the wild. Police reports suggesting SCP-625 presence must be investigated. Routine maintenance and feeding of SCP-625 in its cell is to be performed daily by Level 1 personnel in accordance with Procedure 625-M once daily. Livestock has been deemed the safest and most cost-effective food for SCP-625. There's an update in February 25th, 1995. SCP-625 may not be exposed to other rodents under any circumstances. Further testing on SCP-625 requires authorization from Dr. McGregor. Further, any specimen of SCP-625 that has consumed human flesh on more than one occasion must be terminated. The body may be disposed of in Site-19's incinerator. Wow, dude.
Go back here for a second. Dr. McGregor's listed here, and then in parentheses, these links. I'm assuming this is going to be another SCP that he might have worked on, but
yeah, it is.
So, Dr. McGregor here has worked on. Was that his name? McGregor?
Yeah, McGregor.
So, listed on, like, for whatever reason, he has 4 SCPs that I'm guessing that he was in charge of research or whatever. One of them being SCP-1515, a rodent seemingly related to a certain species, whatever the fuck. Slightly in physiology, possessing sharper, longer claws than a spring hare and larger teeth. Also displays behavior inconsistent with the spring hare as detailed below. And then I'm just going to go ahead and guess that the other SCP has to do with the fucking rat.
Good guess.
And then somehow the other one that we got out of the other role is also about a rat. What the fuck is going on right now?
What, with the rats?
Yeah,
Well, I mean, they're connected because this guy's a rat doctor.
That would have been fucking nuts if the other one was a part of this list. That he, like, if he would have worked on both, you would have shit your pants. Description of 2114 is designated a colony of rats originally discovered in a laboratory in somewhere in the 2000s. Okay, rats. That's today's theme?
Rats.
What the fuck? Shut up, phone.
Description. Instances of SCP-625 are nocturnal organisms composed primarily of distinct sections from no less than 7 different species of Rodentia. They range between 20 and 30 centimeters in length, and when unfed weigh between 2 and 2.5 kilograms. When left alone, SCP-625 specimens do not exhibit unusual behavior. They engage in attempts at reproduction but appear to be infertile. This is crossed out. It is unclear whether this is an effect of being kept in captivity or whether specimens of 625 in the wild are also infertile. And then it says data expunged.
The whole thing is
they're not sure.
Out.
Yeah, it's crossed out because maybe
now
it is clear.
Yeah,
maybe now it is clear. Yeah,
that's why they crossed it out.
Okay.
It has been proven since.
Makes sense. SCP-620. Oh, you know what? And then they annotated who did it, and they took that whoever did that out.
What?
Annotated. Annotated?
That's not what it was.
Annotated.
I know what you meant.
I can't fucking speak.
That's the problem.
SCP-625 specimens are omnivorous and have metabolic requirements comparable to most other rodents of their size. Specimens do not necessarily have a body plan conforming to that of non-anomalous rodents. Instances have been located that do not possess bilateral symmetry, as have instances that possess an abnormal number/arrangement of limbs. So these are like mutant rodents.
Mm-hmm. They're like
half is one way, half of the body's one way, and half of the body's another.
Like Master Splinter, but like I'm going like a nightmare rat.
Yeah. That's kind of what I have in my head too. All instances have extremely sensitive eyes and ears. That's such a weird way to write this sentence. All instances have extremely insensitive eyes and ears and have 2 claws between 6 12 and 16 centimeters in length on each foreleg. 12 and 16 centimeters? That can't be right.
2 claws on each leg.
On each foreleg.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Their front leg.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I mean, it's
12 and 16 centimeters.
Mm-hmm. They're big fucking rats. Didn't you say that they were like 30,
They're like 30
40?
centimeters.
Yeah, they're big.
So if they're 30 centimeters and their damn claws are 16 centimeters, that's like half the size of their fucking body.
Splat the rat.
All right, that's just amazing.
Splat the rat.
Splat the rat. You all right? What are you doing?
Yeah, rat.
Rat? You don't like rats?
I don't like rats.
What's wrong with rats?
They're disgusting as fuck.
Why?
I mean, no, like the things that run around in the sewer and eat trash and shit. Yeah, they're cute and cuddly. Cool.
No, I didn't say they were cuddly.
Oh, okay.
I just didn't know that you had a fear of rats.
I don't have a fear of rats.
You have a disgust of rats.
Yeah, they're gross.
What about the ones you get like Petland and they're in the cage and they're white?
No.
They're not dirty?
No, it's like also like okay, so like a ferret
Yeah.
is a
ferrets
long rat.
Ferrets smell bad.
It's like a long rat.
It is, but yeah.
Ew.
Okay. Where was I?
I don't know.
Why do I keep getting sidetracked? All right, I know why. Let me see. SCP-625 specimens are capable of using these claws for rudimentary manipulation. SCP-625 has been observed licking its claws frequently. Analysis of SCP-625 saliva has revealed the presence of a powerful local anesthetic, which is produced by a specialized gland located in each specimen's body. What the fuck is this?
Okay.
Right?
Vampire rat.
Yeah, sounds like it. SCP-625 specimens will sharpen their claws whenever possible, resulting in an edge that is capable of cutting through flesh and most clothing materials.
Oh, yeah.
Wolverine rat.
Okay, I mean, you know what? This actually took a turn, and they kind of sound like boss rats.
Are you digging this as much as me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so each instance of SCP-625 appears to have a unique composition, with tissue from any individual species comprising no more than 30% of the specimen's total mass. Separate sections are joined together seamlessly on a cellular level, although there is no mixing. Despite being composed of biologically incompatible tissues, no allergic reactions or other health issues have been noted. SCP-625 is capable of surviving the majority of its bones being crushed and the removal of significant quantities of flesh without significant impairment for up to 45 minutes. The reason for this is unclear. Okay, so they also have superpowers on top of it.
Yeah. They were secret ooze. That's the secret ooze.
That's some serious shit. Specimens of SCP-625 may be subdued by bright lights, bigger than 400 lumens, or ultrasonic noise. When exposed to these stimuli, specimens will enter a dormant state which they do not react to external stimuli. This state will last for approximately 8 seconds after the removal of the offending stimulus. So, bright lights and ultrasonic noise, they do this for 80 seconds. When not in a subdued state, instances of SCP-625 are hostile to humans. When aware of the presence of a human, SCP-625 will exhibit increased speed and strength.
Oh my no! Hold on. It almost sounded like you said extreme or increased speed and stank.
I probably did. Strength went to stank.
Rat stank.
Rat stank.
Yeah. Oh, we're gonna come in here and shit all over you.
Okay. Yeah.
Run it back one
with
time.
increased speed. Okay. When aware of the presence, I'm gonna start over again.
Cool.
You're gonna do so much editing. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
When aware of the president. What the fuck?
I'm not gonna do any editing. I'm keeping all this.
No, you're not.
Aware
You gotta
of
take
the
this shit out.
president.
This is. I can't say that. No, see, you can take. You have to cut that out.
When aware of the president.
When aware of the president.
That's a really big rat. I've never seen a rat that big. Gotta be 30 centimeters. Kill the fucking rat. Slap the rat.
You didn't switch it to freedom units.
I was the first person.
That's so funny. All right. Once again, when not in a subdued state, instances of SCP-625 are hostile to humans. When aware of the presence of a human, SCP-625 will exhibit increased speed and strength and will cause less noise than normal. How does it get quieter? SCP-625 will attempt to approach any human subject without the subject noticing, so it gets quieter. And if it goes unnoticed, SCP-625 will use its claws to remove a radial slab approximately 3 centimeters in height from each ankle of the subject, attempting to leave the bone intact. Due to the anesthetic produced by SCP-625, the subject will not experience pain. It is possible for subjects to suffer from severe blood loss before becoming aware of their condition. Instances of SCP-625 will compete with each other for access to human ankles if necessary. Cuz, whoever wrote this, bravo.
What is the size of it again? 30 to 40, was it?
20 to 30 centimeters in length.
Do that in feet.
I can't do the math in my head. But
So maybe like 2 feet.
maybe like a foot and a half.
Okay. Like I said, maybe 2 feet. Maybe depending on how
With
big
claws
they
that are like 4 inches long.
Do you know what a rake is?
Rake?
A
Yeah,
rake.
you get leaves.
Try again.
No.
Okay, so maybe then I have to look this up then. Because when they got increased speed and strength and then they started being sneaky,
Yeah, they got
That's
got
what
quiet as
fucking-
fuck.
that's what made me think of a rake. It's R-A-Y-K-E.
Nope, no idea. Never even heard of it.
The Rake is a fictional, monstrous, and horrifying creature that is a part of a horror fiction game, particularly creepypasta.
Oh, okay.
It is a humanoid figure, but so, okay, maybe.
Finger.
When I know of a Rake,
Yeah.
it does somewhat look like a rat, but it's real big, tall thing that'll fucking, like, eat your fucking whole head in one bite.
Okay.
And its claws or whatever that it hits you with are super fucking long and come out of it. But it's not a rat and runs on all 4 legs. It runs on its fucking 2 legs.
Yeah, those. Yeah,
So,
well, then this would be the equivalent.
and it's like a little tiny thing. It's like a little miniature rake.
Oh wow.
The
Yeah.
ankle biters.
Yeah.
And now they're, going after the human ankles, to slice your Achilles tendon.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Upon obtaining these slabs of flesh, the specimen will attempt to retreat to a nearby dark, secluded place where it will consume the meat. SCP-625 does not appear to use human flesh for nutritional purposes. Rather, blank. Behavior alterations will not become obvious until the 4th time SCP-625 engages in this behavior.
I don't like it when they do that.
What,
That's
take
bullshit.
it out?
I mean, that's bullshit.
I mean,
They don't have to eat human flesh for nutrition.
but they do it for something else they won't fucking tell you.
They do like it for another reason. And it just tastes good. Just say that. They just like the taste of it.
Well, maybe we'll find out more towards the end here.
I doubt
Well-
that, but
Well,
bullshit.
Addendum. All wild specimens of SCP-625 have been recovered from Blank, Scotland. Due to the sparse population of this area, geographic analysis of recovery locations of SCP-625 was able to suggest a connection with a cabin owned by one Peter Murray, a local recluse. Interviews in those familiar with Peter Murray provided little information of interest other than the subject complained of frequent migraine headaches and may have suffered from disorganized schizophrenia. The subject was found dead in his cabin approximately 20 days after the first report of SCP-625 behavior. Analysis suggests he was dead for approximately 1 week before the aforementioned report. Cause of death was blood loss during an apparent attempt by the subject to amputate his legs below the knee with a saw. A journal kept by the subject was generally incomprehensible, but suggested that he feared the animals that he had taxidermized. No evidence suggests that Peter Murray ever owned any taxidermized animals. Footnotes: attempts to synthesize or analyze this anesthetic has failed.
Oh yeah, the fucking shit in their mouth.
Right, and speeds in excess of 35 kilometers per hour and the ability to exert forces of 400 newtons. Due to unusual muscle structure, SCP-625 is capable of jumping approximately 2 meters vertically in this state, necessitating a relatively tall containment chamber. Oh my god, that one was over. I could not read it.
Yeah, that was actually really cool.
Yeah,
because I just got a really neat visual and I can
rated
make
a
the connection.
91. I liked it more. 4 out of 5 for me.
4's good.
Yeah.
4's good.
Yeah.
I really don't have anything on it. It was actually kind of written pretty good.
Yeah.
And Yeah, I don't have any fucking questions about that.
Yeah, it's good.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
That's normally, and then like the weird connection that we have going on with rats here. Once again, rolled. What did we roll? 8265 was our original roll, and that wasn't a part of. Like it didn't have a SCP for that number.
862.
No file was a part of it. So we read 625. Now we want to read 862.
Yep.
Which is also about a rat awkwardly.
But it's really small. This one's a safe object class. And they never really explained what that Euclid class was that we never came across before.
I think it has something to do with like trying to figure it out. What the hell? Actually, let's just go back real quick.
Flecto.
To bend, curve, or bow. Euclid meaning it's containable with extra steps.
But then the bend, curve, or bow, maybe it's...
I think comes from the SCP's end of being contained.
Oh.
Because they did have... Like, you could contain them, but they could probably, like, chew and gnaw their way out of containment.
Oh,
Like, they
okay.
got their fucking blades and shit. They got
Yeah.
their whatever sedative
Right.
or anesthetic in their fucking teeth
Yeah.
and glands and whatever.
I like that they were called Anklebiters.
Yeah, it made sense.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Okay. So, moving on to 862, which was just simply labeled rats. And I there's no way that these two things have anything to do with each other. I really fucking hope not. Other than being rats. As Rob mentioned, object class safe. Special containment procedures. A 6 meter by 6 meter bunker has been constructed around 862 in order to prevent escape or sightings of 862-1. The interior of the bunker is to be monitored by researchers via camera placed inside the bunker outside of 862's sphere of influence. The sphere of influence.
Yeah, that's kind of, yep. Let's see what that means.
Sure. The bunker is to be checked daily for breaches or escaped instances of 861-1. In the event of a bunker breach, the rupture is to be immediately sealed with concrete and cement. Any escaped instances of 862-1 are to be tracked and destroyed by Mobile Task Force Beta 23.
The rat trappers.
The fucking rat trappers. Description. 862 is an area spanning 10 square meters located in the city of who the fuck knows. This area possesses a sphere of influence that affects all materials. Upon arriving in 862, materials will begin to split into portions of 25 square centimeters. Over a period of time that varies depending on the consistency of the material, the affected portion will assume the shape of a detail of the radius. What does that say, Rob?
It's some sort of Latin.
The common goddamn rat.
Oh.
The affected portion will be dormant for a much shorter length of time before animating and assuming the behavior of said rat. Affected portions will hereafter be referred to as 862-1. Instances of 862-1 do not require food or water, but exhibit the same properties of the material they are composed of, and the rate of decomposition is uninfected in organic materials. Due to their composition, some instances of 862-1 are difficult to destroy, but liquid or gas instances can be destroyed with extremely light impacts. What's going on with the rats here today? I don't know. Like, I feel like we're being told something. Solid instances of 862-1 can register pain and survive trauma far exceeding that regular rats, such as loss of limbs, heavy trauma, and dissection. Over a certain number of instances, I would say, or of 862-1, are currently present in the containment bunker, which include, but are not limited to. Okay, so this is
doesn't tell you how
a
many.
list of the instances of a certain number composed of concrete, instances composed of cement, tarmac, glass, wood, plastic, metal, suspended water. What the fuck does that mean?
Water just in the air because it's in the sphere.
Oh, that's right. Composed of the remains of the original recovery team, the uniforms, the weapons, and the ammunition of the original recovery team.
Mm-hmm.
Instances of 862-1 composed of air are regularly created, but are destroyed near instantly as they will collapse when exposed to the slightest bit of pressure. And then that's that one's
Super.
immediately.
Yeah.
Super short, and now I have questions. Like, I didn't have questions before on the other one.
So whatever gets in the sphere of influence becomes. This is the way I got it.
Go ahead.
Like, let's say you throw a can of Coke into the sphere of sphere of influence.
Mm-hmm.
Then that can of Coke becomes transformed into a rat-like thing.
And then it's a rat made out of a can of Coke.
Yeah.
Right.
And anything that is in that sphere. So that's why the tarmac was in the sphere.
Right.
And all that shit was in the sphere. And then everybody else that was around it.
Yeah.
So all these instances are now rats composed of these things. But
Why?
it doesn't give you the amount of how many.
Right. But I mean, I don't give a shit about like what the amount was. I'm just saying, like, what the fuck was it with the... I'm still stuck on rat.
But I think it's...
Especially for this particular area.
Why rat? Nobody knows.
We should have started with this one.
We should have. We could switch them, I guess.
I guess I could have. I'm not going to.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
too much work.
But
This one is more like, in all honesty, this is like 1 or a 2 because it's not explaining the whole rat thing. I got a little bit more. I got a little bit more rat in the first one. Not enough rat in this one. I mean, obviously,
the ratings on this one, this is a 165. This was higher than the 91 on the other one.
and that's why this is a rat made out of whatever the fuck that looks like. It honestly looks like a little ceramic rat.
Yeah, well, maybe there's something ceramic in the sphere that got converted into a rat.
Yeah, they're difficult to destroy.
But the liquid or gas ones can be destroyed with very light impact. So you shoot something at it or whatever.
Yeah. The suspended water.
Yeah, and then it just
hit it with a bat. It's now not.
But
suspended.
if it's made out of concrete, it's probably hard to destroy, like the tarmac.
And then I'm guessing, where's the mobile task force rat trappers?
Yeah, any escaped instances are to be tracked and destroyed. So somehow they get out of
like
the sphere.
where's I want a nice like field report from the rat trappers.
Yeah,
that
something.
That would have been nice too.
Wait, is there any links?
No, nothing.
None?
Nothing.
Oh,
It's all done.
all right then. Well, I'm giving this one a 1.
Yeah.
It's just low.
I wanted more.
Low effort,
Follow in the footsteps of the first guy
creative
writing about rats.
but nothing that got me as excited as the first one. But they were both rats.
Cheese. Peanut butter.
What about it?
This is how you trap a rat. Like the stick pads. Those are kind of fucking inhumane. A little
They're
bit.
extremely. I think they're extremely inhumane.
Yeah. Like even just a normal rat trap, a little fucked up.
Well,
depending on the size of the fucking
but
rat.
it's usually quick.
Right.
I'd rather it be quick than drawn out for days.
Mm-hmm.
But that is a completely other thing we're opening. Another can of worms.
Charles Entertainment Cheese.
Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah.
Oh, that place
He's
is
a
becoming. That place is becoming a Phantom Fireworks. The one in Monroe.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I
don't know why I said that.
I'm trying to think of like famous Jerry.
Jerry from Tom and Jerry?
Yeah, he's a rat.
He is
Mouse.
a rat. Mouse.
I mean, rats are outside, mice are inside type thing.
It's like cat and dog, right?
What?
Or maybe raccoon and squirrel. I don't know.
Anyway, I was just prolonging it for no fucking reason.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's going to be the end of this one.
Yeah.
I really don't know what happened here with the rat thing. We should
I think it's a
expound
cool
on the
ass
rats.
coincidence.
Yeah, it was really weird, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
There's no way.
Yeah, there's 10,000 of them. I'm sure you could like pick 2 things. And
I like how the first number doesn't work, but the other it's just like a weird coincidence.
Maybe we should try it again for the next one, see if they're related.
There's no fucking way.
You said that about this.
Yeah, and I still don't believe it.
But we did it. We didn't pick these ahead of time. We didn't like, you didn't put the numbers up. We just picked numbers. The numbers were rolled.
Mm-hmm.
We picked the order though. Right?
Well, with that being said, thank you for listening to this episode of the Safely Controlled Podcast. Please
I had fun.
Subscribe to the channel here on YouTube. And Rob,
Yo.
I never mentioned this to you because
What's that?
I was saving it for this very moment.
What?
This is Spotify.
Oh, you're on Spotify.
You can find this podcast on Spotify.
Oh, nice.
But By time I upload this to YouTube, hopefully I have everything caught up on Spotify.
Okay. Do
'Cause
you have to do it the same way?
I don't know, like, if I have a limit to how much I can upload in a day, but I couldn't. I had to stop at some point.
Oh.
Like, I uploaded like 12 different episodes.
Yeah,
Like,
and
I
then
think
it
the first
stopped
12
you?
episodes are currently on Spotify.
Okay.
Maybe more by the time this comes out. But yeah, that's on
neat.
Spotify.
Nice. So we're on YouTube Music and we're on Spotify.
Mhm.
What about Apple Music?
No.
Okay.
Then I would start doing RSS stuff, and I don't want to pay for it. Yeah, if I wanted to connect shit to an RSS feed,
Mhm.
you pay like a monthly or even like a yearly, whatever. It's like $150 for like a year
Oh,
or something like that.
I wasn't aware.
But this show doesn't make money.
Right. Yeah, we're just doing this for kicks.
Yeah. But we're also here to entertain you guys. So like I said,
And ourselves.
yeah, absolutely.
Oh my God,
This is
I mean-
this is therapy.
I mean, we're just talking about rats, dude, and we're having
We
a blast.
literally
Like, what-
fucking
like we're fucking serious, dude. Like, come on, man. Like, how much better can it get?
He was like, for the past 45 minutes, we were just bullshitting about rats. It was awesome.
It's fucking great. I love it.
That was a good one.
It's true.
Oh shit. All right. Yeah. Like I said, like, subscribe, channel, such. Ear to ground next episode. Until then, we will see you.
Yeah, later, guys.
Later.